What's up? My name is Darryl Williams and welcome back to another episode of Neighborhood Tours, where every week we choose one neighborhood in this amazing city of New York and we highlight a little bit about the neighborhood, the culture, the vibe, we even talk a little bit about the real estate. But my personal favorite part is the vegan food. We choose one vegan restaurant or vegan friendly restaurant to highlight every week because, well, I'm a vegan and I'm on a mission to eat at every vegan restaurant in New York City, and I want to take you along for the journey. And today is a special episode because we do have a guest, a friend and a colleague of mine who's going to tag along and tell us a little bit about the neighborhood because she lives right here. Let's go. Hudson Heights is a residential neighborhood of the Washington Heights area of Upper Manhattan, New York City. Most of the residences are in apartment buildings, many of which are cooperatives, and most were constructed in the 1920s through 1940s. The Art Deco style is the prominent one. Along with Tudor Revival, notable complexes include Hudson View Gardens and Castle Village, which were both developed by Dr. Charles V. Paterno and were designed by George F. Pelham and his son, George F. Pelham Jr., respectively. The neighborhood is located on a plateau on top of a high bluff overlooking both the Hudson River on the west and the Broadway Valley of Washington Heights on the east, and includes the highest natural point in Manhattan, located in Bennett Park. At 265 feet above sea level, it is a few dozen feet lower than the torch on the Statue of Liberty. So as mentioned, today we do have a special guest, my colleague and friend Simonne. I'm so excited for her to be here because she's lived in this neighborhood for about 7-8 years, and she's going to take over this portion of the video. So,
hello. Excited to do this with you.
Thanks, Simonne, for joining. I really appreciate you. I know it was the last minute. I texted her yesterday. I was like, hey, Simonne, you want to do this video with me? I think we should collaborate on something, and hence she's here. We both were late because we both had showings, but I'm glad she's here. So, Simonne, you've been here for 8 years.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about Hudson Heights, Washington Heights, the whole neighborhood, the whole shebang.
Yeah, so it's a pretty special neighborhood. The thing that I love about it, one of the things I love most about it is actually what we're kind of standing in right now is the parks. So this area has some of, in my opinion, the best parks in Manhattan. You have the park we're standing in, which is J. Hood Park. It's really beautiful. They actually just finished planting a seasonal garden, so it actually blooms with the different seasons. Really, really great idea. And then you have Fort Tryon, which is super well known because it has the cloisters in it, which is a museum that is a medieval museum attached to the Met, the Metropolitan.
That's my wife's favorite park for some reason.
Oh, for some reason. It's like the most beautiful park ever.
I've never been there until 2019, when she was like, it's my favorite park.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. And then I always like to point this out. If you go a little further north, it's technically a different neighborhood. You're in Inwood, but it's super close geographically, and it's the only natural park in Manhattan. So
what does that mean?
Meaning it's not man-made. This was all man-made.
Okay.
We planted this. We designed this and created Central Park, J. Hood, Fort Tryon. It was actually designed and then created, as where Inwood Park is natural. It's been there. We haven't touched it. So it's the leftovers of the remnants of what New York was before we mowed everything down and created the city. So that's what I love about this. Because I'm from Colorado, so I grew up with a lot of nature trees and stuff. Yeah, and then coming to New York, I was that was like the one thing I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy because I'm used to mountains and deer and bears and you know.
You don't get none of that.
No, I'm gonna get deer and skunk. But
where? Here?
In the parks.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's natural. It's
so
natural.
If you guys want nature, Hudson Heights is your neighborhood in Manhattan.
Seriously. So that's one of my favorite. That is like one of my biggest things about this. And then on top of that, you have the George Washington Bridge. Okay. You can walk across that and go hiking in the Palisades. And then you also have the Greenway, which is an awesome bike path that will take you the whole west side of the island. The whole thing. So from Inwood all the way down to the financial district, which is super amazing and beautiful ride. So
there's a lot to offer.
Those are like the beginning of it.
So right now we're in J. Hood Park, right?
Yes,
correct.
J. Hood Park.
All right, so let's go check out some more areas of the park and talk a little bit more about the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, so tell us a little bit more about the neighborhood. Are there any famous people that live here?
Yes, there are. So I feel like everyone knows this, but that's probably because I live up here. Lin-Manuel Miranda lives up here. He actually lives in Castle Village.
Is that the guy from
Hamilton?
Hamilton, right?
Yeah. Hamilton and in the Heights. So
He's in Hidden Heights too?
That was his thing.
Oh, okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, his first big thing was in the Heights, and they actually just filmed that movie. I think it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
In this park, so they actually did a lot of dance scenes.
Like right here on this podium?
On this little lookout, and then in the park, I saw it like multiple times. It was cool. So that was his first really big hit, and then he did Hamilton after that.
Oh.
So they filmed in the Heights, and this is the park because it's about this neighborhood.
Yeah. I've seen the previews. I'm not a big fan of musicals, so I was like, I don't know if I want to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I did the musical. I actually did. I played.
You were in a musical?
Yeah,
in the Heights musical. You were in that.
Like not on Broadway.
Oh no,
I did in Harlem. There's repertory that put it on. I played Vanessa, which is his love interest in it. So I know you don't know who that is.
I don't, but I'm like, thanks for telling me though.
You like Vanessa,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So she's an actor as well, guys.
Yeah, I do it all. No, but it's a really cool part of this, like a really big part of the culture here too, because the original set for In the Heights is actually, funny enough, the street I live on. It opens up to the bridge of George Washington.
Yeah.
And so that was actually the original set. So it's funny because I actually live on the street that the original set sort of was like.
Wow, that's dope. That's really dope. Have you seen Lin-Manuel walking around?
Oh yeah, I've actually met him.
So he actually lives, lives. He doesn't own an apartment that's empty in here.
No, they live here. They live in, like I said, they live in Castle Village.
Yeah.
But no, I used to work at a bar on 181, which is like one of the main strips here. And he used to come in all the time.
Okay.
And sit at the bar and stuff.
Oh, speaking about the bars, so what is the attraction here in this neighborhood? Where can people hang out, go to eat, get some, have fun?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot.
So careful.
There's a hole there. There's a lot. So there's two main drags, I would say. One is 181, and then the other one is 187. There's a lot popping up though. So there's a brand new food court actually on Broadway and 183rd called North End. It's really cool because it's like it's supposed to have a ramen place, a taco place, Harlem Public as the bar, and then there's going to be a coffee shop during the day, and the whole space will be open so people can use it all the time, which is really awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So by the 181 where the A train and Fort Washington meets is going to be somewhere around that neighborhood?
Yeah, so that's like one of the main drags already. Is
okay.
If you go down to Broadway on 181 and then go uptown to 183rd, that's where North End is. Okay. That's kind of one of the new spots that's opening up. Okay. Yeah.
Broadway has a lot of energy. So this is the quiet portion of Hudson Heights neighborhood, but if you want energy all the time, go to Broadway. And honestly, that's Broadway anywhere in Manhattan.
Yeah,
it's life.
Broadway, like that's even like the name when you hear Broadway, you think like vibrancy and life and music and food and people drinking and partying
all of that.
New York.
In New York. So next, we're going to talk about the vibe of the neighborhood. Simonne, tell us about it. What's it like up here?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what pocket you're in. Like every neighborhood depends on the street and the specific pocket you're in within that area. You have a lot of residential families. Again, because of the nature, I feel like you have a lot of that. But then the vibes also changed a lot over the last few years because of the new restaurants and that kind of thing that have been popping up. You have a lot of younger, especially artists that move up here. I mean, one, the rent's cheaper than downtown, so that always attracts artists and people that are recently graduated who are looking to do musical theater or do acting and that kind of thing.
So is it okay to say that the vibe is family and young professionals?
Yeah, I would say
and
specifically
creatives?
In the like Hudson Heights pocket, which is like west of Fort Washington and 181.
Where we are right now?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We're right in that pocket. If you go east though of Broadway, you get a little bit livelier. There's a big Dominican population as well that lives up here. And so that area kind of reflects that vibe a little bit more. You have a lot of great Dominican food, great Dominican music, some great dancing. You know, so you kind of get a mixture, honestly, and there's kind of something for everyone in a way.
Is Broadway where the nightlife happens up here?
Yeah, Broadway and again, if you want sort of that louder, more vivacious vibe, east of Broadway.
East of Broadway. Are clubs still open? I don't know if clubs are still open.
I don't know. I'm not a huge clubber, so I wouldn't.
Neither am I. But you probably shouldn't be going to clubs right now. But anyways,
COVID's still a thing.
It's still a thing. All right, awesome. So that's the vibe of the neighborhood. Next, we're going to talk about the real estate. So Simonne, can you tell us a little bit about the real estate? You've rented and sold a lot of properties up here. What's the real estate like? If I was coming new to the neighborhood, I like the parks, I like the nightlife, I like the restaurants, but
especially the parks.
Especially the parks, right? What can I get for a 1-bedroom? Like, I'm looking to move into this neighborhood. Like, what can I get for rent?
Yeah, it would, again, as always, the search depends on what you're looking for. Like, how renovated do you want? What kind of amenities are you looking for? You want washer, dryer, and unit? Are you okay with the building, elevator?
All the bells and whistles.
All the things. I would say a 1-bedroom would range anywhere on the low end of like 1,700.
Okay.
Low end. That's like real bottom of the barrel.
Bottom, like you're getting just a room.
And not renovated, like probably no laundry.
Okay.
Up to like all the way up to like 20, 22, 23 maybe, depending again on like how nice the unit is.
For a 1-bedroom. And with the 22, 23, you're getting the washer dryer unit, elevator, maybe some amenities.
Also like better, I say better, like more desirable pocket.
More desirable pocket. Here we go. More desirable pocket. Well, that's where I'm trying to be. All right. Okay. So say I got a little bit of money. I was like, now I don't want to rent anymore. What can I get if I wanted to buy a 2-bedroom apartment up here in Hudson Heights?
Yeah. Again.
Any condos?
No, they're not. I mean, there are. But not many.
Okay.
There are on the hill, which is when we talk on the hill in this neighborhood, that means you are north of 181 and you are west of Fort Washington. Okay. So that's considered the Hudson Heights pocket, and that's what we're in right now. Okay. So if you're looking within that pocket specifically, your 2-bedrooms are going to be like high 700s up into like the 800s.
For a co-op apartment.
For a co-op, yeah.
Okay.
For a condo, there are only two. There are only 2 condo buildings on the hill. Oh. You've got 340 Cabrini and 255 Cabrini. That's it.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So you got slim pickings. So if there's even a 2-bedroom available.
Yeah, what would that go for in one of those buildings?
I would say probably like into the 800s, you know, high, like mid to 800s, you know, and then it depends, again, it depends on how renovated it is, depends on the square footage, because there's different sizes as well. Like 255 is actually a really big building, so there's quite a range when it comes to 2-bedroom sizes.
That's a little bit about what you can get for rent or buy. If you're looking in this neighborhood, hit up Simonne, she'll get you situated right. And now my favorite part of the video, we're gonna talk about the vegan food. Let's go. So we're standing outside what looks like a normal deli. It's called Goodness Organic Market actually, and then it says deli on the outside. But inside, there is a vegan restaurant-ish area called Plantega, which is a play on plant-based bodega, which is really awesome. And I walked by it like 2 weeks ago and I was like, we have to come back here and film an episode of Neighborhood Tours. So Simonne, are you ready to try some vegan food?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So for all people who are in New York, you have your bodega staples, right? But you can get them all here. You got your sausage, egg, and cheese. You have your classic cheeseburger. You got your deli-sized sandwich. You got your breakfast burrito, tuna melt grilled cheese, chopped cheese, which is what people get when it's bodega in the morning with your coffee, or you come here for lunch and whatnot.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a very New York thing. It's a very New York
thing, but it's like a morning New York thing?
Morning or lunch. So you get chopped cheese for lunch. You can probably get it for breakfast too. You learn something new every day. But there's a bodega in your corner. These are what they have, the normal, the non-vegan version. But now, if you're turned vegan recently and you're moving to Hudson Heights, you can get all your favorites veganized. So let's head on in. I think I'm gonna get the breakfast burrito. What about you?
I think I'm gonna do the same.
All right, awesome, let's go. Oh, we got a mask up.
Oh yeah.
So also, it's organic market. So before we head over there, you can get all your vegan products here as well. You got your ice cream, you got your vegan protein products. I mean, it's just an awesome place. This is like made for me. I wish there was one in my neighborhood in Harlem, but we're gonna head down there and order breakfast for lunch.
They're hearty stuff.
The hearty stuff. I love breakfast food. Breakfast food is my favorite type of food. All right. I'm just happy that I can come to a bodega and order vegan food.
Yeah.
Like, that makes my heart flutter. Oh, I didn't see it. They have it on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
You know who was here the other day too? Our new mayor. Yeah. He's vegan. Yeah, he's vegan.
Oh.
Eric Adams is vegan.
Did not know that.
I did not know that until recently either. Yeah. So I was like, cool beans. We got a black vegan mayor, guys. This is not political endorsement for any candidate.
This is not my opinion. I have no opinion.
I'm just mentioning something I saw on Instagram the other day.
I try to eat as plant-based as possible. So at home, for the most part, I eat completely plant-based.
Okay.
But then when I go out, I kind of all bets are off.
All bets are off. I want the steak slattered in sauce.
I still try to be like conscious, but like if I'm going to try a certain cuisine, I want to try also like the way that they make it originally, and I like to experience that. So you know.
Okay.
And traveling too is the same thing. You know, I want to experience the culture.
Yeah.
And food is such a big part of culture. You know, so.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Okay, that's awesome. So mostly plant-based. That's good.
Try to be.
I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking that. You know.
You gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere, right? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Have a good day. You too. All right, so we got 2 breakfast burritos from Plantega. Simonne.
Gracias.
You're welcome. Woo-wee. I'm gonna take this mask off because
you can't really eat with a mask on.
You cannot eat with a mask on.
Challenge.
All right, so.
Ooh, they look so pretty.
They really do.
They went with the nice spinach. You know, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that's a good shot. Let's go. 3,
oh, wait.
2, 1. My bad, sir. She hasn't eaten all day. Oh. Oh, that's really good.
That was good. Really good flavors.
It's not dry.
Have words.
I don't. Spinach, avocado, follow your heart vegan cheese, vegan chorizo, hash browns. This is really good, and just egg. This is fire. Listen, you got the vibe of the neighborhood. You got a little bit of the culture of the neighborhood. You got what the real estate costs. So if you want to move here for the first time from a different town like Colorado, like Simonne did, and rent an apartment here, you should definitely come. If you want to buy, because Harlem's too expensive to you, or somewhere else downtown's too expensive, you want to come up here.
Or you just like it up here better.
Or you just like it up here better, right? Whatever the reasons may be. You want to be near all the parks. You have 4 great parks here in this neighborhood. You should come here, and if you're a vegan, you should definitely move here because you got this bodega right here. You get your chopped cheese, your what is this? What am I eating? This is so good, I'm losing my mind. Breakfast burrito, you can get that here at Plantega, 100% plant-based. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again. Out.